June 1st, these tiny blue eggs were discovered under our deck. By June 7th, there were two little hairless chicken wings, they looked like. They quickly grew up into these little fuzzy, always hungry, always pooping chicks who didn't open their eyes for a couple more days. Feeding was from sunrise to sunset. The mothers stayed there with the chicks the majority of the time, leaving once in a while, but spending the majority of the time in the nest with the chicks. These feedings were about 10, 15 minutes apart, and the chicks were always cleaned after every feeding, and you'll see that later on. They're growing quick now, finding they got wings now, but they still haven't left the nest. This was a 4-inch worm that each chick got a half of. And the struggle here now is to see who gets it. The one in the back got it. Sometimes they had to be woken up. The majority of the time, they were always ready to eat. These guys have grown big. It's the 15th of June now. Just over 2 weeks since they were laid. As soon as they hear a sound, they hunker down in the nest. Now, this may be the big day. This is the 16th of June. I like how they do the leg stretches and flex the wings a little bit. But they're still in the nest. There's not much room for them in that little corner. So this will be, hopefully, the big day. And some cleaning. And one chick's out. As if to say he's telling his other one, okay, come on. And he's flapping his wings. Look at that. Look at that. It's almost, he could almost take off. Even though it looks like they're screaming, they're not making a sound. They're very quiet birds. Now the second one just stepped out of the nest with no big fanfare. After all of this, they turned around, faced the back, and they did take a small nap. Now some more cleaning and a feeding time again. And this is unique. That's what happens after every meal. Chick wiggles the rear. Out comes the sack. And the parent eats it. Two chicks are really filling out, but not used to those legs yet. This little guy can't keep his balance. He just keeps bumping into the other one. Watch the little chick in the back. Gives him a nudge in the front. Boink. And the chick turns around. Did you just push me? We're feeding. So I think the big day is soon. And that was the first documented poop outside of the nesting area. But the other chick still says, "Here's dinner, Dad." Is today going to be the big day? Some more stretching. And no. This is the 17th of June. A little over 2 weeks since they were laid. The mother robin is trying to nest on top of them, but the chicks are so big that she can just barely get on the tail feathers. The chicks have not been in the nest since they stepped out. The mother now gets between the two chicks, and she does this wiggling back and forth, which almost seems to like calm them down to get them to take a nap. And it looks like it's almost going to work. The one chick on the left starts to close his eyes a little and relax. But I think they're full of too much energy because I think the big day is near. I think they want to fly. I think they want to get going. And there's too much excitement in the air. And this guy's excited. And he just shows his mom what he can do. And she goes and hops into the nest. Maybe to lay a couple more eggs. So today, the 17th, could be the big day, the big moment, when the birds leave the nest. And we get to witness how they do this. Cleaning themselves, done their stretches, flexed their wing. Whoops. Whoa. Seems like this guy just lost his balance. What an exit. When the father comes back to feed, he looks around a little bit as if to say, weren't there two of you? And the little chick goes, nope, just me. Well, I thought there was two of you. Nope, just me. Father looks around, and then he flies off. Now, it's about 5:45 p.m. on the 17th of June, and this little guy's the last one left in the nest. He sees his little sibling down on the ground in the yard, walking around on the grass, and I think he wants to join him. How do you get down there? I think you have to. Yes. He flew out. He hit the floor joist, but he landed safely. Both birds are fine.